Oh boy, we just had this happen to VicLa in the last game with the Poppy. I guess that was 2 games.
Not quite there yet. It's okay. Unseen.
Because now coming on up, and Showmaker doesn't have flash, so he is pretty much down, and he's going to be taken out eventually. We'll see who they give the kill to. It will be VicLa, who once again is going to start off this game very strong as we are gunning in on this bottom lane. The damage is coming in. The Prowling Projectile is going to take out Life with the help of the damage from Duckdom. Flash response from aiming is clean.
This is what I was talking about, the all-in potential. You start to get your abilities online. You hit level 4.
Let's take a look at some replays.
Level 4 here for VicLa. This is really just about Cuz. He rotates up, which means the stun is going to connect no matter what. There's no minions to protect him. He knew that the Wukong was nearby, so thought maybe he had a better chance of getting up. Doesn't have flash. He's dead no matter what. Now this is the all-in here. Uses the Q to, of course, extend. Has the dash. Yumi gets on him. He's sped up. Exhaust comes through. And then look at Vi. Just lurking. Coming over. Could have actually maybe, if he came earlier, grabbed a double.
Well, not taking too much damage in this one, as now the Vi is in the bottom side. They're trying to burst down this Lulu, and they will be able to. The damage coming out from Duckdown now. Cuz trying to make the play, but the Yumi is so strong, and the re-engage does come back in. As aiming maybe baited into this one, or perhaps it was Kia who were baited into this fight. The kill goes to the Wukong, and that's a second one. Finally, Showmaker goes in. He's got a Yumi on his back now.
Taking so many turret shots here. Cuz does not hit level 6 off of the wave. Seeing him come over here and looking to try him is certainly off the hinges. What I still like the position that KT find themselves in is Vi ults at level 6, has the level 6 advantage over Cuz, who comes down here. And aiming plays this beautifully with Calibrum, the extra range, has the Crescendum as well. Extra damage switches over to the Severum, just barely, which gives him a little bit of extra damage here and healing. Does end up getting picked off by Showmaker in the end. But in live, KT will grab the Rift Herald.
Kia didn't even get the break.
Nope, so now they're coming back down.
Okay, I mean, they're going to make this play happen. VicLa is so dead. Like, unbelievably dead. As down he will go, and that is a 3rd kill now to the Neela.
That's without the Neela ult as well. It didn't really lose too much. Neela lost some farm, but Aphelios didn't get any either, didn't get any plates, and they can actually group up now to deal with this Rift Herald as the Gwen is winning against Aphelios top side, of course.
Here we go again. The Apotheosis finds 2, but everybody just flashes away. The Cyclone, Cuz is in there all alone. He gets a second knockup, but nobody can get in, not even VicLa, who has the Ahri ultimate and has to flash anyway. The trade was not great, kind of, break this down again with the Rift Heralds coming in. It's, KT wants to be in a position to potentially get plates, but the counter engage comes in from DK.
And the turn onto Cuz is beautiful. I mean, it's 4v3 here. Yumi's here, Aphelios is top, Rascal's bottom. So this was just, I think, really hopeful, to be totally honest, on the turn there with the Wukong. They have
rejected going bot. He's like, no, that's not a thing. As now Ahri coming on in, setting up the play. Duckdom will...
Without your 80 carry, he's not here, Cuz.
Yeah, KT not in position to take this one, as the clone is going to be dunked on by Canyon, and immediately he just gets blown up because of that. And now there's a front line here for the Aphelios, who just dunks on the entire team of Damwon. And they are on the run. They are off to the races.
Big ult from aiming. Has a lot of combo potential, but getting the extra slows will be massive. As we're going back here to where, Rascal got bottom turret here, but they have Yumi and Ahri and a lot of CC. They have Vi as well.
Watch this clone value. Cuz it's like, please ult me. I'm very happy with that. Totally fine. Here I come.
Just goes right back over the wall. The Ornhorn is great from Rascal. Gets a follow-up knockup. And Neela has to be peeled for here. There's no turnaround. She doesn't have long-term damage in the fight. She's kind of Damwon look a little bit lost in terms of how to force those fights and advantages. In fact, it's KT who's being proactive. Your bottom side.
Should be able to get that. That's a flash into double knockup. Aiming is very slow to enter this one. Has to be kind of careful, but now he goes in with the Gravitum, and now he has the burst damage to get through that one, he says, but this flank is definitely an issue.
VicLa gets blue buff. Myrtle's the biggest issue.
He's going to have a nice angle here for the Needles. We'll see if it gets effective damage down, as Cuz and Rascal trying to chip away at this as a turret goes down.
The ultimate steal here for VicLa onto the Vial pushes Bird all away. He wants to all in on him if he gets into range, and they can just turn on the dime.
The damage is there, and it's going to be taken down by Cuz, as now they're trying to go onto Canyon, but Rascal, it is a huge cluster in this one. The Apotheosis gets insane value from this Neela, but do they have the follow-up damage is the question. The answer is absolutely yes, as they are going to wipe KT on this drag. You know, if we lose a big fight on their...
Watch VicLa here. He wants to go onto Birdall so badly, and look at aiming. He's the target. They're trying to peel with this call to Forge God, but he instantly is charmed. There's so much CC into him. He's in the stopwatch. So during the Neela Apotheosis, there's no trade back damage, no damage in this composition for KT outside of the Aphelios that's instantly blown up. And even though they have their own bit of wombo, they have the Cyclone coming through.
Let's peel if they get on top of the Aphelios. You have Wild Growth, you have some stuns, that's about it. As now Rascal's getting caught in the side lane. The needles are coming in. The Wild Growth here onto Rascal, but eventually he's going to be taken down. That's a 6th kill now for Duckdom, and should be Baron.
Should be Baron. VicLa having to deal with this mid-wave. Super minions here. It's only one turret on the Nexus, so many resources have to be committed. They're nowhere near this Baron. There's no good steal angle here. Showmaker's also on the flank to punish Cuz, who is going to have to walk over this control ward in order to look for the steal.
They know they're there, and we should have an Ahri in position in just a moment. As over the wall they go, that's immediately going to be life just being burst down 100-0. Cuz will get out. They stop the Baron take at least, but I think they're paying in dividends.
Yeah, I think Dom1 Kia probably. They have to buy time somehow for the inhibitor. We're going back all the way to Rascal getting picked here on the top side of the map. Cuz just leaves him out to dry. There's a Yumi ult here. See in the player cam when this happened, Cuz and Rascal having a conversation, really frustrated about the scenario. And KT started off the communication and their win conditions were so good, but eventually one team fight goes the way of Dom1 Kia, and they're just rolling over this game now. Like, they're just flattening KT in fights. And KT can't.
They lose their bottom inhibitor. They had to make a choice. Cuz nearly dies. And Zingo Showmaker trying to make a play now onto the Aphelios is going to force a Ghost and a Flash out of aim.
Still has his ultimate here. One Hail Mary, KT.
Dom1 Kia still taking it slow as, okay, the stolen Vial ultimate does come out, but VicLa's left all alone on that backside. He's trying to do something, but look at Birdall, and Duckdom goes in with another massive ult, but it doesn't quite do the damage. Where is the damage here from the side of Dom1? The way it's not there, as Duckdom is trying to stand up, but a defense has been put on by KT.
Well, VicLa did so much in that fight. He lives, he heals, he takes out Showmaker on the edge. And he had the bio to get on top of him, and unfortunately in longer fights, I mean, still, even in this crazy scenario where Dom1 Kia fight, the turret gets so much value here. Flash is expended from Showmaker as well. And watch VicLa in this moment. Vi ults onto Duckdom. Now he's also on top of Showmaker here. And the stopwatch goes down for Canyon. VicLa buys time here. Showmaker can't do anything. When the Apotheosis is there, there's no follow-up damage. Aiming is free hitting. And then VicLa gets the kill on the side with those extra heals. Duckdom gets focused down. And it's a clean fight here for KT.
Yeah, he's here a little bit late. I mean, they could maybe go for a post-Baron fight as saw the glitter lance and also Cuz over the wall, as now he's going to get a big Cyclone, but he's all alone. And just trying to wait until he gets his clone back. He will hop over the wall, and that should be good enough. So even Dom1 Kia don't want to commit now into the jungle.
Dom1 have Baron. They have that bottom push, which is going to be cleared up very quickly here. And they're going to just get Soul. I think Dom1 should try to siege the base instead. Like KT are saying, all right, well, thankfully you guys are going to spend a lot of time
just to make sure that Cuz doesn't pull off any shenanigans with a clone engage.
Dom1 still didn't even get that break, by the way. After that whole exchange, getting Baron, they're like sat here on 1600 gold. The Baron buff, KT are just going to group up for this. Flank angle for Showmaker. He's got a Yumi on his back.
Birdall's got a massive push in top lane. As this should go down. Okay, that's Hextech Soul on in as, yeah, we're getting into the backline, but there's no follow-up for Dom1 Kia's Birdall now. He's going to teleport into the fight. They want to take this fight down, but look at the backline. Apotheosis comes out, but it doesn't matter because the Aphelios is just doing the majority of the damage.
Cuz blocks everybody with Cyclone. Nobody can get in. They're going to try to end. They're pushing bottom lane here.
Yep.
There's an inhibitor to block. You got to back right now, KT Roaster. They're coming in. Birdo's got so much damage.
Okay, so the inhibitor will go down, but they won't lose their base.
Pushing mid. They're pushing mid too.
Yeah, I think you can just split. This is very well handled by KT as long as they don't lose the fight. And it should not be lost as Duckdom is going to go to the GA, but he will get taken out. And Birdo will not have enough, or will he? He's living. This is maybe a Gwen angle. No, it's not going to be. And KT, they defend and they bring us to a game number 5.
Unbelievable. Down 1, Kia had everything they had.
백도어만 막으면 돼.
갈 있어요.
아, 엄청 빨라.
나 변이 된다 들어오면 돼.
대박이랑 우리 둘이 막을 듯. 우리 둘이 막을 수 있어.
막을 수 있어. 안전하게.
안전하게 할게. 안전하게 할게.
낙할만.
나 그래도 혹시 모르니까 한명 리콜 할래?
내가 갈게.
예, 여보. 나 길이.
이겼어.
안 와도 돼. 안 와도 돼. 대만 살아야 해.
네, W 1초. 이겼어. 내려. 끝내.
나이스!
막판을 정해보자.
나이스! 가자, 가보자! 가자!
가는 거야. 오케이.